and that I will find someone new. But they didn't see the way your body wrapped around mine, like I was destined to be covered in you. I saw a photo today of you loving someone new. I forced myself to stare at it until it didn't make me feel anything anymore. I'm still staring. Here I am crying on the couch again. I'm so tired of getting over you. I hate you for taking my trust from me. I can't explain how badly I just want to be able to love someone again. It's not the kind of sad that rips at my soul anymore, frantically calling you, hoping your voice will bring me back. It's the kind of sad that starts to text you, sighs, and deletes the message. I hate that. Now, whenever someone does something kind for me, I ask myself, what is in it for them? It's not what I was expecting. After you left, you became this monster in my mind. I couldn't think about you without seeing all the ugly anger I felt. But then I see your face again, and you're not a monster. You're the person I loved, and that is why it hurts so bad. Sometimes the sadness makes it hard to eat. When I'm so full of emotion, how can I fit anything else inside me? Candles, candles, candles. You always loved candles lately. All I can think about are all the things you love and how I'm not one of them. The only days that I can make it through without breaking are the ones that I'm too busy to remember the pain. Being stuck in your own mind when it doesn't want to be kind is torture, rumination. Lately, all of my poems are coming out unfinished. There are times we must accept that we exist in a world that isn't conclusive. Sometimes Romeo and Juliet don't fall in love. Sometimes they just stop speaking and always wonder what could have been. Sometimes they meet at the wrong time, and Juliet is still stuck on her ex, and sometimes they never meet at all. Some people have this way of always making themselves the victim. They twist experiences in their mind until they convince themselves that the whole world is against them. I am some people. Packing up my apartment, everything makes me think of you. I know which cup in my cupboard is your favorite. I remember you teasing me while I cooked you dinner. I know exactly where I was standing in my room the first time I realized I really wanted to kiss you. I remember rearranging my room in tears the night that you didn't come home to me. I still wish you'd come home to me. Sometimes I feel like someone's lawn and the automatic sprinklers are on and it's raining out. I'm drowning. I shouldn't have trusted you, she muttered under her breath for what felt like the millionth time. The reason, you mustn't forget that people have different methods of coping. They aren't staying away because they hate you. They just heal in a different way. You run towards people, they run away. I don't like the idea of hiring someone to be my friend, listening to me. Shouldn't be a job, avoiding therapy. My car wouldn't start today, and it felt a little metaphorical. I'm really not going anywhere. Stuck. I can't decide which is more frightening, ending up alone or falling in love again. It's funny to me how everyday life mixes with the internal world each of us exists in. In the notes on my phone is a mixture of my inner demons and my grocery lists. I have no idea how to trust people again, but also I'm running out of eggs. The casual needs of life mingle with the cluttered state of my mental health. I think that might be the best way I can describe life right now. I'm going to get groceries today, but to me, the dairy aisle isn't far from the insane asylum. I stood out in the cold, waiting until my tears turned into icicles. Then I used them to carve your name across my entire body, hoping I would be able to feel you again. How do you let love in again when all it has shown you is that it is cruel, untrustworthy, and inconsistent? They say you're supposed to learn from your mistakes, but if that's true, then I'm never going to let love have me again. My biggest fear is that we were meant to be. What if we were wrong and we missed out on all the ways we were supposed to love each other? What if timing and space was just an excuse that we used to separate two hearts that beat simultaneously? Maybe we are going to live the rest of our lives watching the wrong story unfold. She took a picture of you sitting in a field playing the guitar. I gave you. I wonder, does she know that we used to sit in a field and I would play music for you? Replaced. Infinite darkness is an illusion that your mind has created. The light always comes back. I see beyond your silence. You are so brave for hurting quietly. What if in my story, the protagonist fell in love with the antagonist? What if I don't want to fight the villain? What if I want to invite them into my home? make them dinner, and find out what left them so broken? What if my fight is to make sure the villain knows love? And although there is sacrifice in that kind of love, what if I would still choose it every time? I can't wait for the day that I can look into your eyes and say, "You can't hurt me," and mean it. I look at pictures of you to make myself cry. I have to keep feeling this. The alternative is scarier, feeling nothing at all. Dropping into that empty pit of not knowing what is next seems so much worse. So I hover above the abyss and cling to a rope I weaved by keeping my mind in the past, but there are only so many tears left to cry before I must let go. I would give anything to go back and watch the sunset with you. In all honesty, I didn't want to see you today. I know you want us to be friends, but every time I have to see how you have changed into the person who no longer loves me, it breaks me again. It's been 5 months, and I keep telling myself that I shouldn't feel this way anymore. But waking up without you leaves me just as disappointed as the first day you left. I'm convinced that I'm feeling the hurt for both of us because you seem perfectly fine. Why do I have to carry all of this? Flowers don't feel so special when you pick them for yourself. Sometimes I feel like I'm on the outside watching my life unfold, like it is a performance, and I'm just the audience. I'd like to consult with whoever wrote this disaster. I know there are people that have it worse. There are some that have lost far more than what I have lost. But right now, I want to be selfish with my pain. I want to pretend that you are the worst possible thing to lose because in this moment my soul aches for you, and I was convinced that you were everything. I thought running away would fix things, but I can't run away from myself. I am my biggest problem. You don't need to act tough.